All right, Fabien, so you got to talk to us a little bit about this organization, Proteus Ocean Group. You guys are partnering with NOAA on this really cool project. It's the Proteus underwater site. Get us caught up on what this thing is.
Well, we're really excited for the partnership. Proteus is the project that Proteus Ocean Group is managing, and basically we're building the International Space Station of the ocean. In a sense, it is an underwater research station that will be able to house up to a dozen people for extended periods of time to study the ocean from the bottom up. And the partnership with NOAA allows for us to have a much better view of the dynamics of the ocean and how that plays into our lives, whether it be weather or other things.
Looking at some of the renderings, it looks pretty cool. You say underwater for extended periods of time. Any idea of how long that is?
Well, if we did, I wouldn't even bother doing it. But we're going to be testing that theory. I was able to do a mission with 5 other aquanauts for 31 days in saturation at Aquarius some years ago. We're looking to go much longer than that and to be able to open up the answer to your question, which is how long can people stay underwater safely and how efficiently can we do research and learn about our ocean for the benefit of humanity.
Right. Man, 31 days is long enough. It's interesting to see how long that will be. And of course, we're really trying to get all that data. What is the status of the project right now? When do you guys think you'll be up and running?
Well, we're really excited because we're about midway through the design process of the actual habitat itself. So if all keeps going well and according to plan, which we all know there may be some caveats, but so far so good. So knock on wood wherever I have wood around here. We're looking at a deployment and installation of end of 2025, beginning or first quarter of 2026, with mission 1 starting shortly thereafter, which yours truly will be.
That is so exciting. And just looking at the renderings, you've got these pods, which look like sleeping quarters for some of the people that'll be down there. I mean, it kind of looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. But what else is in there? I mean, do people have like a workout gym? And what do you got inside there?
Well, that's a really good question, and we're modeling it after future needs, right? So the modularity aspect of Proteus will allow for it to continually expand and modify as the needs be. So if new technologies, new equipment, larger personnel groups are needed, we can always build or change this, a little bit like a Lego set or the International Space Station. What's included in the infrastructure, of course, is living quarters or sleeping quarters, private areas, so that when you're deployed for extended periods of time, you have a little bit of your own space. But beyond this, there'll be state-of-the-art marine laboratories, both wet and dry. There'll be a studio for communications, so akin to Hollywood-style editing bays, a galley, of course, a recreational area, and maybe most importantly, the ingress and egress areas, or our wet porch, so to speak, which will be large enough to accommodate things as big as a submarine. So with that said, it's quite literally a house and a workspace underwater that'll be able to accommodate, an extended family of 12 plus.
Are you able to tell us where the site is and how you were able to select the site? I'm assuming you're going to want a lot of, wildlife down there around it, right?
Well, the first site of Proteus will be Curacao, which is our favorite jurisdiction. We were blessed to be able to sign an MOU with the government of Curacao. And Curacao is strategically extraordinarily important in the Southern Caribbean because it is the location of one of the last or few remaining accruing coral reefs in the entirety of the Caribbean. So we'll be able to study not only a healthy coral reef ecosystem, but also be on the final frontier of what's happening with microplastics and climate change and all sorts of other dynamics that are quite literally changing the underwater ecosystem. And we'll be able to keep better tabs on what's going on there, as well as discovering all sorts of new life on in the shallows, as well as the mesophotic zone, which is the deeper area of the ocean that really interests the scientists of today.
Incredible. And a last quick question for you is, since you're partnering with NOAA, will this be free to the public? Will we be able to have some access to all that data that you guys are going to be taking in?
One of the most important things about Proteus is that it be a public good. It's a social good enterprise. So not only will it be available to be generating opportunities for businesses and government, but also for the general public. It's really important to me that the Ocean Learning Center oversees the public good aspect. So all that raw data will be available to the general public as well.
Beautiful. Fabien Cousteau, thank you so much for your time. That's Ocean Explorer, founder of the Fabien Cousteau Ocean Learning Center and Proteus Ocean Group. As always, we appreciate you for your time and look forward to more of an understanding of all of this.
Thank you very much.